Lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. So I have an update for Pan That Face palette. I did sit down a few minutes ago to film this, and sure enough, when I grabbed my palette, it slipped out of my hands. So with my luck lately, you can probably guess what happened. My highlighter kind of broke. So I just sat down, just repressed my highlighter. So I'm going to show it to you guys. It's still wet. So I will let it dry overnight. I may or may not use it tomorrow. We'll have to see how it's looking at the time because I kind of let it dry for a good 24 hours or so before I use it. But I'll show you what it's looking like in just a second. So if you're not aware of the palette that I am currently working on, this year I chose to go with my Pat McGrath. This is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio and Galactic Sun. So I have the two blushes and the one highlighter. If you did see my highlighter last month, if you've been watching the updates, you know that I've had pan on this since the intro or since the first update. It's been going really well. There was definite pan expansion on the highlighter, but unfortunately I just had to repress this. So this is currently what it's looking like, but I can tell you that's just from the paper towel, those little dots. I will more than likely have pan on this by the next update. I do use this pretty much on a daily basis, and I just pair another highlighter with it because it's a little bit too dark for me. As you can see in the pan, it's a little bit more of a gold where I'm pretty pale. So it's kind of a little bit too dark for me. But I enjoy pairing it with a lighter highlighter just to give it a little bit something, a little bit of a different tone. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I would love to finish this highlighter by the end of this year. And when I was looking at it before I sat down to film before it broke, I really thought that I could actually finish this off. It is the middle of October, so for 2 more months, I'm really hoping that I can make some really good progress on here. And if not finish this by the end of this year, it'll probably be the beginning of next year. Now I'm thinking about it as I'm talking, and I think I started this project in maybe December of last year. Was it November? Or did I start it in January? I can't quite remember. One of those first few months. But I will go until the December for this project. And if it's just over 12 months, then it's just over 12 months. It's not a big deal to me. I know I'm not going to hit pan on either of these two blushes, but I'm not too worried about that. My goal is just to actually finish off this highlighter, so I'm really hoping that I can do it. And with daily consistent use, I think I'll be able to make a lot of progress on it. So as for the blushes, like I said, I know I'm not going to hit pan on them, but that's okay. This blush right here is super flat, and I had said before, like, it's smooth. I had said before that I couldn't really see the imprints in it anymore. It is still there, but very faintly, and I think it just depends on the angle and the lighting that you're looking at it. I can see it very faintly, but it is so smooth that you can't feel it anymore. My goal for this peach blush was to essentially get it down to where this one's at right now. Just smooth, barely visible embossment. I can still feel it, and it's definitely there a lot more. That's what these two look like. They're absolutely beautiful. I've been pairing the two together a lot over the last couple of months, and I've been finding it's been helping with the progress in this peach shade. As I mentioned in one of my previous updates, I really haven't been reaching for the peach blush like I was last year, so it really wasn't getting any good progress until recently. But I'm happy with pairing the two together. I also like to pair this one on its own when I try to wear a red lipstick. I'm trying to find blush that I can use with a red lipstick because I'm not really into like the pink blush with the red. A peach I don't mind, but I do have Stylish, I believe it's called, by MAC, which is more of like a burnt brown, burnt red type of color. So I was wearing that one last time, and I've been trying to wear red lipstick a little bit more. So maybe if I end up pairing this with a red lipstick, I'll be able to get a lot more use on it in the winter time. I'm thinking more so December. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But if I can just flatten this out to make it a little bit smoother, I'll be happy. I'm definitely going to continue to wear these next year. I will end this palette with this project in December, like I said, and then start something new in the upcoming year. But they will definitely be blushes that I reach for. I do enjoy these Pat McGrath blushes. I'm glad that I got this trio instead of like the single blushes. because I really do enjoy this highlighter as well. I think this was a great way to be introduced to the blushes and the highlighter. Whether or not I purchase a single blush in the future is still unknown. I don't know if I would actually do it. I think it would have to be like deeply discounted for me to bite the bullet and do that. But I'm happy with where this is sitting at, especially with the fact that it's almost been a year since I've been using these blushes, especially this pink one here, on a very regular basis. And I'm still nowhere near pan. Like, there's not a dip or anything. It's just very smooth. I think that these are going to last me quite a while. So I'm in no need for any single Pat McGrath blushes unless there's a color that I'm absolutely dying over. But even at that, I think I'm good with my blush collection at the moment. So again, this is the palette. Unfortunately, I'm sad about the highlighter because I was really making some visible progress and I was really excited about it and to show you guys what it looked like. But unfortunately, I don't have a photo to show you, but if you wanted to see what it was looking like last month, I do have my playlist down below, so you can go check out my last update and see what it was looking like then. And I can promise you there was some progress because, like I said, I wear this highlight almost every single day. But I make sure I pair it with something that's a little bit lighter so that I can get away with it, especially now that we're heading into the fall winter time. Summer was a little bit different. I was still pairing it with something else, but I could get away with it a lot more in the summer just as a gold on its own, opposed to now when I'm losing my tan and I'm getting a lot paler day by day. So that's that. I do have a couple more months before I end up choosing a new face palette, and I have something in mind, one that was a contender for this year. So I'm not going to announce what it may be. I'm still leaving it up in the air. I will decide at the end of this project, but I am pretty like 99% sure that's what I'm going to use. And I'm actually really excited about it. So if you enjoy this, please stick around to the end of this year's project and hopefully into next year to see what I will be panning at that point. And that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys later. Bye.